Yeah. Okay. So today we're gonna be talking about, or we're gonna continue talking about work problems. Yeah. And let me ask you this: like, do you need to deliver your work at speed, fast, or you don't have to do it quick or to hurry up finishing your work?
What do you mean, Mr. Ahmad?
Okay, I mean, like when you have some orders to install cameras,
Okay.
do you need to do it fast, at speed,
No, because I should do it day before.
a day before?
Yes, because the state, order sometimes. So for example, today I install camera. The state orders this camera for tomorrow. So I should do it today and install it and make it ready for tomorrow.
Yes. So we usually install cameras
Day before.
a day before the order date. The order date. Yes. I understand. Very good. And that helps you to have enough time if you need to adjust something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And talking about problems that you might have regarding your job, what kind of problems do you might have or face?
So weather today is hot, so hot,
Yeah.
and my colleague usually want to do it at morning. Don't like do it at night.
He doesn't
So
like, yes.
doesn't like do it at night because have some work or some he should spend his time with her mother. So he usually do it
Yes.
at day. So that's a problem because today it's so hot. Yeah,
Yeah. So the biggest problem is the weather.
weather. And in winter we should do it. Sometimes it's so cold, so it's difficult too.
Yeah. Okay. So also, like they used to say that in US it's always clean and the streets are clean and you can't find dust anywhere. Yeah, is it true? Like no dust.
What mean on us?
Dust means like for example, if I
Dust.
leave,
Okay, dust. Okay, yeah.
you get the meaning of
Uh,
dust. Uh-huh.
yeah, it's clean. Yes.
So no dust. Like for example,
For
if you open the
example,
window.
you don't need to wash your car every month. For example, you can leave it 2 months, 3 months. You
Really?
know. Yeah. No dust because everywhere we have grass and trees and so it's no dust and house don't need to clean dust every for example you should do it every 2 or 3 months.
That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Here if you have a car, you should clean it maybe every day or every 2 days, 3 days. Yes.
yeah,
At least you clear the dust from it.
yeah,
If you're not gonna wash it, you just clear the dust.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we have an exercise today. We're gonna continue talking about this person, the CEO we were talking about in the previous session. The person he runs his own business. Okay. Just a second. Let me share the screen. Yes. So we have this exercise here. We're gonna listen to a part of the interview, and after this, we need to fill the gaps
Okay.
in this exercise. Okay? Let's do it.
What are the biggest problems in companies you know?
Most of the companies I work with are big, international companies facing complicated situations. Probably the biggest problem they face is the amount of change they have to go through all the time. And they have to go through that change fast, at speed. Secondly, they find it very difficult to plan their needs and therefore also to plan their resources. In other words, their staff, the equipment, the property, the money they need to satisfy their customers. And their customers expect them to reduce their prices at the same time as these companies have increasing costs. So they have to be much more productive, much more efficient all the time.
Do you need to
Okay,
listen?
yes, please.
Okay.
Problems in companies you know? What are the biggest problems in companies you know?
Most of the companies I work with are big international companies facing complicated situations. Probably the biggest problem they face is the amount of change they have to go through all the time. And they have to go through that change fast, at speed. Secondly, they find it very difficult to plan their needs and therefore also to plan their resources. In other words, their staff, the equipment, the property, the money they need to satisfy their customers. And their customers expect them to reduce their prices at the same time as these companies have increasing costs. So they have to be much more productive, much more efficient all the time.
Okay, how about now?
Okay, maybe half.
Yeah.
So biggest problem with him is amount of exchange.
No, not exchange. You know, there's
Exchange.
difference. Yeah, there's difference between the word exchange and
Or
change.
change.
Yes.
Change.
Yeah. To exchange means to give you something and I take something back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Change. Yeah.
But change means like when something like becomes different. So we can say
Yes.
here the amount
Of change.
of change. Perfect. Okay. So he said here the amount of change they have to go through. What does it mean?
Go through. Maybe accept it.
Yeah, to go through means like to experience or to face, to face or to experience. Okay, like what happens to them or the change happens to them and happens to
Yeah.
the market and they have to deal with. So
Yeah.
to go through means to face, to experience, or also you can say to deal with.
With.
Perfect. Okay. And for you and your company, do you face or do you go through a big amount of change from time to another?
No. One of change we faced is if for example change kind of camera maybe.
Yes.
So
So
I should learn about how about set up a new camera.
yes. So you need to be able to deal with different
This different kind of camera.
different kinds of cameras or different models of
Model
cameras.
of camera.
Yes. Of cameras. Yes. So that's the amount of change.
Sometimes the change will be, for example, I have a put camera and highway, not in the intersection.
Yeah, which is difficult because the highway is
Because
always.
highway dangerous, yes.
Yes. Yeah. So this is not a change. This is a challenge.
Yeah.
You know, challenge
Yeah.
means like something difficult and you need to go through.
Yeah.
So there is difference between the challenge and the change. The change when something needs to be different,
Yeah.
but not difficult, different.
Yeah.
Okay?
Different. Yeah.
But the challenge means when something is difficult and you
Yeah.
need to handle or you need to go through to deal with. Okay, so we can say here that some kind of change that we go through is to know how to deal,
With cameras.
yes, with different,
Different kind of camera.
yes, with different kinds of cameras. Yes, that's the change. And one of the biggest challenges we face or we go through is what?
Install camera on highway maybe.
Yes, is installing cameras on a highway. Yeah. Very
Because
good.
all cars so fast, so and you should stop in highway in shoulder of road and install and find a place to put the camera, and it's not easy. Yeah.
Yes, I understand. Do you use some kind of cones, some kind of blocks?
We put flashlight at our car.
Yeah, so you put the car in the middle of the road?
No, we put it in shoulder of road, and
Yes.
I put it's highway. I cannot do stop in road, so I should put it in shoulder, and I should put flashlight.
Yes, because maybe if a car coming,
Yeah.
they might don't see that you're parking your car on the shoulder of the road. Yes.
So we have in our stuff we have a light like a police light, flashlight.
Yeah, like attached to your car, or it's like a device.
Device. No, that's my car. So I use my car and I put like a device, flash like a like a police car.
Yes, I understand. So when they see that flasher or the flash, they know that there is a car here. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think in that case, it's better. It's much better to install the cameras in the morning.
Yeah.
It's much better, I think. Yeah. Okay. So that's the first thing. Second
So
problem.
my problem is not in the morning. He installed camera at day, and I think if you do it at for example at evening or is good, not at night.
Yes. Yeah. So I understand. So the problem is that's in the daytime. That means maybe in the afternoon
Yeah.
when the sun is up in the
Yeah.
sky. Yeah, I understand. So that's why it's so
Oh,
hot.
today really the sun bother us.
Yes. Yeah. It bothered us a lot today.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I know. Like, do you wear caps? A cap or something? Do you
Yeah,
put on a
yeah,
cap?
no, today I should wear. Next time I should wear caps. My colleague had caps, but me no.
Yes. So next time you should put
Yeah,
on a
yeah, sure.
cap.
Yeah.
A cap. Yes. It's very important. Yeah. Okay. So about the second problem, he said here. Yeah.
Okay. Difficult to plan their need and resources.
Resources. Yes. Resources like what?
Staff. He said property.
Yes,
Staff.
properties. Mm-hmm.
Staff. Employee. Stuff. Yes, I don't remember.
Yeah, he said something about like what you need if you wanna do something, if you work on something, you need to have some equipment.
Equipment. Yes.
Yes. So equipment means tools.
Tools. Yes.
Yes.
Tools. Property. Stuff. Yeah.
Yes. So equipment means like the kind of tools you need to, for example, for your job to install cameras, you
Yeah.
need some equipment. Yes. And another problem.
It's difficult to plan their need.
No, this one.
What
Like
do you mean of resources?
resources here, like all what you need when it comes to work. For example, like if you have a company, everything you need, starting from the staff to the equipment to the
Oh, okay.
places. So
Okay.
this is the resources, masadir, you know. So for example, for the company, for your company, the resources are you as employees, and also the equipment, the cameras, the places, and also the connections with the companies. So these are the resources you have. You got it?
Okay. I got it. Yes.
Yes. Okay, so number 3 here, another problem.
Customer accept them to reduce
Customers expect.
expect them
Expect.
expect
No, not expect. Expect.
expect.
Yes. You know what expect means?
Able maybe.
Okay, no, when someone, for example, when someone expects something from you, so they think that you do this. For example, if I tell you that I am, for example, if I tell you that I'm coming to Syria, I expect that you will be happy.
Yeah.
Understand? Expect means that توقع, you know, to expect something. Yeah. So the customers expect them to reduce, to lower
Prices.
what? Prices, yes. At the same time as companies have increasing
Costs.
costs. Not costs, costs.
Costs.
Yes. And in America, they say costs.
Costs. Yeah.
Yeah, costs.
Costs.
Perfect. Perfect, Mesh. Okay. So we have another exercise here. It's a reading exercise. As you can see, we have 3 reports or 3 replies from different employees. And those 3 people work as call center workers. You know call center? Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so the 3 of them are answering the question of what are the biggest problems for you at work. When we listen, or when we read, after we read these articles or these replies, we're gonna answer some exercise, okay? Yes. So let's start with the first one.
Okay. At our call center, 150 agents works in the large room.
Okay, 150 agents work in one large room.
Working in one large room.
Yes.
A lot of them are women or students.
Yes. Not woman, because woman measured, woman is one woman. But like when you talk in the plural, you say women.
Women.
Yeah, are women are women or students?
Or students. Okay.
Yes.
The work section.
No. Workstations.
Okay. Workstations are very close together.
What does it mean when they are very close together?
So maybe for chair close together,
Yes. So for some companies, like when you look at this picture, for example, as you can see, we can't call this as an office. This is not an office.
Yeah.
This is a
Not
work.
office.
Yeah, this is a workstation.
Workstation. Okay.
Yeah. So as you can see here, workstation are
Very close together.
yes. That means they are close to each other like
Okay.
this. Yes. Okay.
So
from
it's very noisy.
from your perspective, yes, from your perspective, what's the problem of being so close like this for workstations?
Noisy.
Yes, of course.
Busy and noisy. Yes.
Yes. So they said, hey, so it's very
Noisy. We wear headphones, but they are not. They are not good enough.
yeah, they're not good enough.
Good enough.
Yes.
I am only 21, but my doctor says I have a hearing problem. Yeah,
Hearing problems.
problems.
Yes.
Sitting at a workstation for many hours cause other health problems.
Okay. Sitting at a workstation for many hours causes.
Causes other health problems.
Yes.
Most of my colleagues have backache.
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 Yes.
I often get chest
Headaches.
from
Headaches.
headaches.
Yes.
Yes, I often get headaches from looking at the computer screen for too long.
Yes.
So
So
it's the same problems happen with me.
yeah, like I think maybe you have backache.
Backache, yeah.
Yes, but not headaches. You have headaches too?
No, sometimes, yeah.
Of course.
I have disease sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. You know, when I used to drive, people used to say, Ahmed, you're so tension while driving. They say that I'm tension, like I look like this. I don't feel it, you know. I didn't used to feel that. I say, no, I'm normal, but I'm just concentrating, you know. But they say, don't be so tension while driving. So for you, are you maybe some problems or the reason why you have headache and maybe have backache while driving, maybe because you're so tension while driving, you're not relaxed enough.
No, sometimes I'm relaxed, but driving for a long time make many problem.
Yes.
Because you should be sometimes you should be attention, especially in highways. Sometimes the traffic make a problem.
Yeah, you should pay attention. Yes. Okay, so there's difference between to pay attention and to be tense. Tense here, or like to have tension, you know. Yeah, tension is different. Tension means like you look a little stressed, you know, like this. Tension. So that's tension. Yeah.
So when I drive in Syria, I feel tension. Yeah,
Why?
because my country, traffic is slow, not like and where I live is slow, not like USA. Latakia is slow, not a big city. I'm so happy when I go to my farm or if I go to mountain or beach.
Yeah. So, but like tension, like so there is no high traffic in Syria in Latakia.
Yeah,
No high traffic.
Latakia, no high traffic. Yeah.
Yes.
Latakia,
So in this case, you say I feel relaxed.
relaxed. Yeah.
So tension is the opposite of relaxed. Understand? So maybe now in US, because the traffic is high, so you feel tension.
Yeah.
But back in Syria, you used to be relaxed.
Yeah, relax. Yeah.
Yes, I understand. You know, I think driving in Latakia is like driving in Tajammu here or Zayed. The streets are so big and highways, a lot of highways.
Not big, no highway, but it's a small city, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not big city so maybe Alexandria or Cairo maybe bigger than Latakia 20 or 30
30 times.
times. Yeah.
Yes, so they may be, or they're maybe 20 times bigger.
Yeah. Do you know maybe Alexandria is bigger than Damascus?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think it's nice. It's nice to live in a small city because it's always quiet and you can go anywhere walking. I would love this.
Yeah.
You know, if I live in a small city, it will be very nice for me, very good for me. So I can go anywhere. Maybe I can have a bicycle and I ride
Yeah.
my bike going anywhere. Or maybe I can walk. You know,
Yeah.
here in Egypt, we have a city called Aswan. You know, for Aswan,
I know.
yes,
Yeah.
you can go anywhere walking. For example, if you have time, if you have
Yeah.
enough time during the day going somewhere, so you can walk, just walk going anywhere.
In Latakia, you can walk, you know, all around, like, you know, if you want to go to far place in Latakia, we can walk and take about half hour or 45 minutes.
Yes, so it takes about
30 minutes, 30 minutes, yeah, 30
yes,
minutes.
it takes about 30 minutes walking, going to the furthest place.
Maybe it's like 7 to 8 kilometer all, you know,
Yes, about 7
7,
or
8 kilo.
8 kilometers.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, that's nice, you know. That's why I love Latakia already. Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Sham?
Oh,
Muslims.
Sham,
It's big.
it's beautiful city. It's historic city.
Yes, it's a historical city. Or you can say a city of history.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
One of the oldest city in the world, you know.
so like buildings and places in Sham look like El Mu'izz, for example, in Cairo, like the same buildings like this.
So if you go to Sham, some places look like Istanbul because you know all the market, what I mean of souk market or
Yeah, you can say su. They say they use the
yeah,
same word.
all market in Damascus is like Istanbul.
Yeah,
For example, Souk al Hamidiyya,
yeah.
if you know.
I've heard of it. Yeah.
Yeah, and old houses, you know, old houses like you know, Shami houses. Like you go to house, we have a big garden and the nafura and the
Fountain.
room around it. Yeah, it's Shami houses. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe like if you live there, you might have a house like this with a fountain.
No, it's old houses in old.
Yeah. So this is also for tourism, only for tourism. Yeah, like
Yeah,
local people don't live in such
yeah,
houses.
yeah. All people live in building. Big, you know, apartment. But this, you know, if you go to old city, historic places, for example, Suq al-Hamidiyya and around it, or Bab Tuma or Bab Shari, all this is like, you know, it's like Khan Khalil. Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
You know, a lot of people, no, not a lot of people, some people I know said that Istanbul looks like Ataba in Cairo. You know Ataba?
No, I don't
العتبة
remember.
العتبة is like, you know, it's a big souq for everything. If you want to buy anything, you can go to Ataba and you can find it there. Yeah. So they used to say that Istanbul looks like a big souq
Yeah.
where you can go.
And other good things in Damascus, restaurant and food. It's so delicious.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, what was a typical dish or a typical meal you had in Damascus?
Shawarma.
Yeah.
Shami shawarma. Yeah.
Shawarma is different?
It's the best. People who try Shami shawarma and Turkish shawarma said Shami shawarma is better.
Yeah, so Shami shawarma is better than the Turkish one.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know?
And dessert, dessert, kunafa, baklava, ice cream.
Yeah. That's great. So
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, yeah, that's delicious. I had my appetite already. I have it already now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's about the first article or the first reply from the first call center worker. How about the second one?
Okay. The job is well paid,
Yes.
but the hours are long.
Yes.
The job is well paid. What means that?
Yes. When a job is well paid, that means that the
Yeah,
salary is good.
very good. Yes.
Yes. The salary is good.
But I got it. But the hours are long. We work 9 hours a day,
We
but we
work
often
9 hours. Hours.
9 hours a day. But we often work overtime.
Yeah.
The call center is a long way from my home. It takes me 2 hours to to commute to work.
Yeah, you know that we took this word before. Commute means the distance between two places.
Yes. So my real working day is often 13 hours.
13
Uh,
hours.
13 hours.
Yes.
It's like my brother. Every day work 12 hours.
Really? Maybe
Yeah.
because he takes a long time to commute to work?
Yeah. Hour to from house to work and for hour from work to house.
Yes, he takes an hour.
2 hours.
Yeah, 2 hours commuting from home to work and
Yeah.
the opposite, vice
Every day.
versa. Yes.
Yeah. Difficult customers are another problem. Our customer in the UK are often very rude. I think people in UK stingy. Most people I know this is famous, or most people in UK is stingy.
Yeah, it's stingy, like means like they don't like to
أخي.
pay money. Yes,
Yeah.
stingy. Yes.
You
Yeah.
know, people in UK and people in Germany don't like pay money.
Yeah. I don't know why.
I know a lot of friends and uncle lives in Germany for many long time.
Yeah.
So don't like to pay money,
Yeah. I don't know why. Like if you think about it, you would see that
Be-
they
because Germany don't pay too much for work. For example, if you work in Germany, for example, give you 1,000 or 1,500 a month. So this money just just for leave, just not give you to feel luxury.
yes, you can't have a luxurious life with such a
Yeah,
salary,
yeah.
with such income. Yeah.
So I meet a lot of people, Syrian people in Germany. All these people is don't like pay money.
Yes, even Syrians in UK,
Yeah,
they don't like
yeah.
to pay money.
Not in UK, in Germany.
In Germany, sorry, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I have uncles, my sister, friends, all cousins, all people don't like pay
They all don't like to pay money. Yeah. You know, I have a friend who lives in. I used to have a friend, a Syrian friend, who lives in Netherlands.
Mhm.
You know, she was always complaining about the medical system there.
Yeah.
You know, she said that maybe like it takes 15 minutes or 20 minutes going from Netherlands, from the city where she lives in, to Germany.
Yeah.
You know, so the borders are closed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close and open. Yeah.
Yes. So she used to say that the medical system is bad there. So she used to come to Egypt.
Mhm.
So she gets treated
Yeah.
because the medical system in Netherlands is not that good.
So here in USA, the medical system is good, but the problem is if you wanna go to doctor, maybe give you appointment in to give you appointment, maybe take a month
Yeah.
or more than a month,
Yeah.
2 months or 3 months. Yeah, but in Syria, if you need a doctor, maybe in 1 hour you can go to doctor, or you can call doctor to come to your house.
Yes. You can get the appointment in 1 hour.
Yeah,
But in US, it might take 1 month to
more than
to
1
get an
month. Yeah,
appointment. Yeah.
yeah.
And what happens if you have an emergency? Like, you know,
You
that's
go to emergency room. Yeah,
yeah. So in that case, you get it faster.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's about, or let's continue about this
It's
one.
not easy to talk to customer when they are angry and don't want to understand.
Yeah.
A lot of my colleagues want to leave and find another job, but it's not easy to find such well paid work.
Yes. You know, I used to have some friends who works in a company here in Egypt called Vodafone UK. So
Yeah.
we work with agents, like maybe some companies in UK. So we have the call center here. So you need to have good English. So you speak with UK agents or UK clients, customers. You know, and they used to say, when you talk to like, you know, an English angry customer, you know, he wouldn't stand talking to you if your English is bad, if he's angry. So he say, go and learn English and come back to me. You get it? Yeah. So yes, we used to know that English people are so calm, and they don't get angry easily. But once they get angry, they don't understand anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever dealt with an Englishman in USA?
What? Say it
English.
again, please.
Yeah. Have you ever dealt, or have you ever met some English people in US?
Yes, sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, like English mean
From England, yeah.
yes, native English men.
Right. No, man, I don't. Maybe in my, one time in my car in Uber.
Yeah. Like how was the experience? Did you have a situation with that person, or like you just met him for a couple of minutes and that's it?
Couple of minutes, yeah. I met
Yeah.
him for a couple of minutes.
Yeah. You know, one day I was
But
in
the
her.
accent is different. But the accent is different. You know what the English accent bother me? Indian. When Indian guys speak English.
Yeah. I think that's a common thing between everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if you live in Dubai, if you
Yeah.
go live in Dubai for a while, you know, maybe for a month or 2 months or something, you would meet a lot of Indians. and it's gonna be a problem. It's not gonna be a critical problem for you to deal with them. Yeah, I have
One
friends.
time, one time I pick up a girl, U.S. girl, and she speak with me and asked me, "Are you Egyptian?" I said, "No, I'm not Egyptian." Why?
Yeah,
Because she tell me, because you speak like my boyfriend, and my boyfriend is Egyptian.
yeah.
So I said, "No, I'm from Syria. I speak Arabic, but I'm not Egyptian."
Yeah. Maybe we speak the same way, you know.
Yeah,
Like when we speak English, we have like a similar accent.
yeah.
Yeah. But actually, to be honest, the way of pronouncing, the way of pronouncing Arabic in Syria is different than the Egyptian one. For example, we say ah like this. Yes,
Yeah,
ah.
yeah,
You don't
yeah.
say ah. You say eh.
Hey,
So it's
hey.
different. That's it. So that's like the simplest difference. But we have
Yeah,
many other differences. For example, when you say mama, you say mama like this, right?
yeah.
Yeah. So you
Mama,
stress,
yes.
yes. So
Mama,
it's different.
yeah,
Even in the simplest words, there are some
yeah,
difference in the pronunciation, and that reflects in all languages.
yeah.
If you
But
speak,
all Syrian understand the Egyptian, because when when you born, all Syrian watch a lot of movie and series, Egyptian series. You know?
yes, yeah. I met a Syrian friend,
Mm-hmm.
and she used to say, "I used to love Shirihan." I
Yeah,
always
tough
knew.
Syrian too.
Yes, I always knew when I was young. I always knew that Shirihan is Egyptian,
Yeah.
but no, she's not Egyptian. She's Syrian.
What? Syrian is Syrian?
Yes, I don't know how. That was a new
No, Suad
information.
Hosni is Syrian.
Suad Hosni or Shirihan?
Suad Hosni.
Suad Hosni is Syrian.
Yeah.
Yes, and I'm not sure about Shirihan, but I think Shirihan is Syrian too. I'm not sure.
Last week I hear Tamer Hosni mother is Syrian.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, his mother is Syrian. That's why he
Mhm.
speaks Shami sometimes. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Uh, yes, okay. Let's now move to the other one, the third reply for the third call center worker. Yes. Majd.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh, okay,
yes.
I got it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Here.
A lot of the work in a call center is very boring.
Yes.
We do the same job day after day.
Yes, you say it that way.
Uh,
You say it that way. You do the same job day after day.
we do the same job day after day. One of typical day each
No, not
of
one.
us
It's on a typical day.
sorry, on a typical day, each of us takes up to 200 calls.
Yes.
We are often on the phone for for 4 or more hours. Connect connect. What is this word?
Continuously.
Continuously.
Yes, continuously,
Continuously.
like back to back.
Continue. Yeah,
Yes, back to back.
continuously.
Yes.
Most of the calls are complaints.
Complains.
Complaint.
Yeah.
What mean complaints?
Yes, when someone is complaining about something, he says, I have a problem. I need to help me. So that's a complaint.
Okay, complaints.
Yes.
Okay, and we are expected to solve each problem within 2 minutes.
Yes.
It's difficult. When one call finishes, another call
Starts.
starts immediately.
Yes.
We don't get time to think. It's very stressful. Another problem is there no possibility to promotion
Of promotion.
of promotion.
Yes.
It's just a job. It's not a career.
Yes.
Nobody stays in this job very long. So the company is constantly
Constantly.
uh, recorrecting,
Recruiting.
recruiting.
Recruiting. Yes. Recruiting means like hiring new
New
agents, new workers.
and training new stuff.
Yes. So recruiting means to say that you have a job and you need some people to come to apply to this job, and you make interview with them and tell them about the job and the salary. So that's the recruiting. That's the process of recruiting. Yes.
Maybe last week I met a Syrian man who has a pizza restaurant.
Yes.
And he tell me he always tired and don't have employees because only every time he learns the employee to work in this customer, and after 2 or 3 months they leave a job because all people don't like this work at restaurant. All people prefer work like, for example, Uber or Uber Eat, or all this online worker.
Yeah, because working in a restaurant is really stressful, Majid. You can't imagine. If you work for 9 or 8 hours a day, you need to work like as as flash. Work at speed all this time for 8 hours, 9 hours. You need to go from here to there, and you bake, and you deliver, and you give the order, and you take the order, and you go to the baker, and you get. So it's like working in a restaurant is very stressful. Yes, that's true.
Yes, so actually, most worker in a restaurant now is not legal. For example, not have documents. For example,
Yeah, you have to
for
work.
example, people coming from
Yes.
Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you have to have this job because you don't have paper. You don't have
yeah, have
papers.
paper.
Yes, so you have to work in the restaurant.
Or have green card or permit residency. So, and you when you work like this job, the owner of job pay cash
Yes, they can't give
with
you
no.
because he can't give you. I can't make an account for you.
Mm,
Yes.
His name is Black Way.
Yeah, the black way. Yeah, I think that's good for the economy.
Yeah,
That's good for the economy because if everyone is legal, no one would work in these jobs. That would be a problem.
but the problem if you work in legal way. For example, if I work in a restaurant and the restaurant give me money, so I should pay tax of this money.
Yes, I should pay tax for
So,
that money.
and as a benefit, as a government take a benefit of this.
Yes. So I think it's a win-win situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like not all not everyone in the government like aware of this, or maybe they
Yeah.
don't care about this. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now we have this chart, and we need to tick on the problem
Mm-hmm.
that everyone was talking about. Who talks about each problem?
Okay.
So we have V, this is for Vijay, Birgit for B, and Kevin for K. Okay?
Okay.
Yes. So here, for example, the problem, and here we tick and we write the first letter of the name.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So let's start.
Okay, long working day. Yes, number three, third one. V.
Vijay, Vijay,
V.
Vijay, yes. Okay.
Breaks too short.
Who was talking about breaks? And he said that the breaks are too short.
Maybe B. Bright.
B, Birgit. Yes.
Very good. Long hour at workstation. Kevin.
Okay. Kevin, the first one or the second one or the third one?
I'm not
Okay.
sure.
This one is Birgit, number one. Okay. And this person mainly was talking about how the workstation is small and
Maybe number two. Yeah.
yes, and also he was talking about long hours and staying for long hours, sitting for long hours at the workstation causes some backache and you get headaches
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah. And the second one here, he was talking about long working hours and he said you might work for 13 hours.
Yeah.
So I think Vijay, the Indian one,
Okay.
he was the person who was talking about long hours, right? Yeah. So here, long hours at
Vijay.
workstation. This is Vijay. Yes. Okay. How about boring work?
Boring work. Number three, maybe.
Yes, number 3, which is Kevin. Yes. No
No
promotion.
promotion. Number three also.
Yes, exactly. How about
Angry customer. Who Indian. UK. Maybe number two.
yes, exactly.
Low way.
Low pay.
Low pay. Number one, maybe.
Yes. Okay. No time between calls.
Number three.
Number 3. Yes.
High staff turnover.
What does it mean? What does turnover mean?
Turnover leaves the job, maybe.
Yes, exactly.
Number three.
Number 3.
A lot of noisy. Number one.
Not noisy. This one is
Noise.
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 Yes, number 1. Perfect. Very good. Okay. Which 3 physical problems are mentioned in Birgit's reply? Birgit is number 1. And he talked about 3 physical problems. That means like, physical means like something related to your body.
Maybe have stressful and headache.
Yes, to be stressed and to have headaches. And what else?
Work too much, maybe for.
Yeah, another physical problem he talked about when you have some pain in your back.
Back, yeah, because
that's-
sit in a chair for a long time.
Yes, because of sitting on a chair for a long time. And this is called something. There is a name for this one. It's called
Backache,
backache. Perfect. Okay.
like me. Yeah.
Yeah. So underline the adjectives from exercise A in the replies. So we have here adjectives. If I ask you to take a quick look at the 3 replies and try to tell me the adjectives. For example, the first one. Where are the adjectives here?
Sit for a long time.
Yeah, you know the adjective when I say, for example, happy, sad, angry, annoying, noisy.
Tired. Here, tired.
Yes, so here, maybe he said tired. What else?
Noisy.
Noisy, perfect.
That's it.
Okay, how about number 2?
Boring.
Boring, yes. What else?
Stressful.
Stressful. Also long.
Long hour. Stressful. Yes.
And when he described the UK's or the UK customers, that they are rude, yes, and also it's not easy.
Easy to talk to and understand customer. Angry, yeah.
Angry customers, yes. Okay. How about number 3?
Boring.
Yes, boring.
You know what? Yes, boring, stressful, dangerous sometimes. Yeah.
Yes, very good. Okay. So we also have we have many exercises, but we're not gonna go through all of them because now we're gonna listen to a conversation between two people, and then we're gonna answer these two questions. Actually, this conversation was via phone call between Marcia and Harry. So we're gonna listen to this phone call and answer these two questions. The first one, why is she phoning Harry, Marcia? And how do you spell the name of the new marketing assistant? To spell the name means to say the letters of the name. So let's listen and answer the questions, okay?
Unit 3.
Hello, United Food Corporation.
Good morning. My name's Marcia Jones, Hove Stores.
Good morning, how can I help?
I'd like to speak to Harry Palmer, please.
Hold on a minute, I'll put you through.
Harry Palmer.
Hi, Harry. Marcia here.
Hi, Marcia.
I need some information. Can you give me the name of your new marketing assistant, please? I need to contact him.
Certainly. His name's Jeff Hayden.
Could you spell his name for me, please?
Okay. Jeffhaydon.
Sorry. Could you repeat that, please?
Jeffhaydon.
Right. Jeffhaydon?
No, not G, J. Jeff. And Hayden has a Y, not an I. Haydon.
Right. Okay, I've got that. Thanks very much.
No problem.
I'll speak to you soon, Harry. Bye.
Okay.
Okay. Going to exercise.
Yes. So why is Marcia phoning Harry?
To spell name of
Of whom?
what do you think?
Yeah. Actually, the answer is in the second question.
Spell the name, you know.
The name of the new marketing assistant.
Marketing assistant.
Yes. Okay. And how do you spell the name of the new marketing assistant?
You know.
Yeah. Is it difficult?
Steve.
Yeah. If I ask you about the name, you can say, what was the name?
What's the name?
What was
the name?
The name of the new assistant? Yes. That's the first question. You can say it was Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah. But when I say, how do you spell the name? In that case, you give me the letters. So you say it's
G-E-F-F.
It's J-E-F-F.
You
Got
said,
it?
here you said J like, for example, J for like a jacket, E like F like a fly,
Yes,
Here.
yes. And we use the same here in Egypt
Yeah,
because
yeah.
sometimes when someone says S, I hear it as F.
Yeah,
Sometimes when someone says C, I hear it T.
yeah.
So you need to clarify it. Yeah. But like for English people UK from UK, they stress too much on the letters.
Yeah,
Yeah. So when they do this, like they say J, E,
yeah.
F, F. So they stress too much on the letters, So it's not common to have some kind of maybe confusion or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So back to this exercise. What does Marcia say to introduce herself? What
I'm
did
not
she
sure.
say to introduce herself? Listen again.
Just give me 1 minute, please. I'm coming, okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Masha. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Bye.